Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. This
Totally.
is Sita Sahla freelancing only, and today I'm here with an interesting and inspiring conversation with Maya in AI tool. And I'll ask a few questions from Maya, and Maya will provide me the answers. So let's begin. Hi Maya, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm feeling bright and ready for whatever you've got.
Okay, Maya. So our today's topic is about Earth, our planet. So are you ready?
I'm born ready.
Okay,
Let's dive
that's
in.
good. So my first question,
I've always loved
okay,
thinking.
my first question is for you that what comes to your mind when you hear the word Earth?
The word Earth, I picture this massive, swirling blue marble floating in the middle of a vast, dark void. It's kind of wild when you think about how everything we've ever known, every person, every city, every story, is all on this one single fragile little.
That's a wonderful way to begin. Earth means different things to different people. So my next question is why is Earth called our home?
Because it's the only place we've actually got. It's where we find everything we need to survive. The air we breathe, the water we drink.
Very nicely explained. Earth truly provides everything we need to live. So my next question is what makes Earth unique in our solar system?
The water. It's the only place we know of that has liquid water on the surface, which is basically the secret ingredient for life as we know it. Plus, our atmosphere is just the right mix of gases to keep us warm and let us breathe. It's like the Goldie.
Excellent point. Those features,
Glad you're on
yes,
board.
you can start first.
What's next?
Excellent point. Those features make life possible on our planet. So my next question is how old is Earth?
About 5 billion years. It's hard that's happened. The shift of continents, the rise and fall of species, all starting.
Great answer. Earth's history stretches back billions of years. So my next question is how do scientists estimate Earth's age?
Mm. They use a of certain radioactive elements in rocks, mostly zircon crystals, in the meteorites that crashed into the planet early on. It's like using a natural clock built into the stones themselves to count backward to the very beginning.
That's interesting. Science helps us uncover Earth's ancient past. So my next question is what was Earth like in its early days?
Pure chaos. It was basically a molten ball of fire and lava. No air to breathe, just constant volcanic eruptions and a lot of meat.
Well said. The early Earth was very different from today's world. So my next question is how did oceans form on Earth?
It's a bit of a cosmic mystery. Most scientists think it was a mix of volcanic activity releasing steam and a massive bombardment of icy comets and asteroids hitting the planet over millions of years. Eventually, all that steam and ice cooled down and rained for thousands of years, filling the basins. It's a wild thought, just imagining the entire world under a nonstop rainstorm.
Thank you for sharing. Water played a major role in life shaping. Okay, so my next question
Absolutely.
is yes, you can start.
I'm ready. What's the next?
My next question is why are oceans important?
They're essentially the heart of the planet. They I'm loving it. You've got a real rhythm going with these questions. What's next?
Excellent observation. Oceans support life and regulate climate. So my next question is, what is the Earth's atmosphere?
Think of it as a giant invisible. It's a layer. It keeps us warm, protects us from the sun's harsh rays, and most importantly, gives us the oxygen we need to keep going.
Very clear explanation. The atmosphere protects and supports life. So my next question is, why is air important for living life, living things?
Because without it, everything stops. It's the ultimate support system. From the oxygen for humans and animals to the carbon dioxide for plants, the air is the bridge that connects every living thing on this planet. No air, no life. Simple as that.
That's absolutely right. Life depends on clean and healthy air. So my next question is, what are the main layers of Earth?
Imagine it like a giant onion. You've got the crust is the thin, rocky skin we live on. Then you go deeper to the mantle, which is thick and slow moving. And finally, the core, a scorching hot center made of iron and nickel. It's like a furnace at the center of our world.
Great explanation. Earth's structure is fascinating. So my next question is, what is the Earth's crust?
That's the thin, rocky outer shell we're actually standing on. It's basically the planet's skin. Compared to the rest of the Earth, it's surprisingly thin, kind of like the skin on an apple.
Nicely explained, it's the layer where we live and build. So my next question is, what causes earthquakes?
It's all about the tectonic plates. The Earth's crust isn't one solid piece, it's broken into these massive slabs that are constantly shifting.
Very informative answer. Earth's movements constantly shape our planet. So my next question is, how are mountains formed?
It's basically a giant cosmic. I'll be right here whenever you're ready to jump back in.
Excellent point. Nature's forces create amazing landscapes. So my next question is, why are volcanoes important?
They're like the planet's pressure valves. They release heat and gas from the core, and when they erupt, they create new land and incredibly rich soil that's amazing for growing things. It's a messy process, but it's how the earth breathes and renews itself.
Interesting answer. Volcanoes have helped shape Earth's surface. So my next question is, what is erosion?
It's the world's slow motion makeover. It's when wind, water, or
Well explained, erosion continuously changes the land around us. So my next question is, how do rivers shape the earth?
rivers are like the planet's master architects. They carve out massive canyons over millions of years and carry sediment far away to build fertile deltas. It's essentially a constant process of sculpting the land one drop at a time.
That's a great example. Rivers are powerful natural slurpers. So my next question is, what is a continent?
Think of them as the world's massive islands. They're the largest continuous masses of land on the planet, separated by the oceans. We've got 7 of them, each with its own unique landscapes and cultures.
Very good explanation. So my next question is, how many continents are there?
7. Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia.
Thank you for sharing. Each continent has its own unique features. So my next question is, which continent would you like to visit and why?
Antarctica. I've heard it's the most surreal place on Earth. Just an endless, blinding white landscape with penguins and total silence. It feels like visiting another planet without actually leaving this one.
That's an interesting choice. Every continent offers something special. So my next question is, what is the importance of forests?
They're the lungs of our planet. They soak up carbon dioxide and pump out the fresh oxygen we all need to breathe. Plus, they're home to the vast majority of the world's land animals and plants, keeping the whole ecosystem in balance.
Excellent answer. Forests are often called the lungs of the earth. So my next question is, why do we need trees?
They're the ultimate multitaskers. Not only do they give us oxygen and clean the air, but they also provide food, shelter for wildlife, and keep the ground stable so it doesn't just wash away when it rains. They're basically the glue holding a lot of our natural world together.
Well, see, trees support both people and wildlife. So my next question is, how does Earth support biodiversity?
By providing an incredible variety of environments, from the deepest parts of the ocean to the highest mountain peaks and the humid rainforests, Earth has created a million different niches. It allows species to adapt and evolve in ways that keep the whole system resilient. It's like a giant living puzzle where every single creature, no matter how small, has a specific job to do.
Great observation. Diversity makes ecosystems stronger. So my next question is, what is an ecosystem?
It's like a neighborhood for nature. It's a community where living things, plants, animals, and microbes all interact with the non living parts of their environment, like the soil, water, and sunlight. Everything is connected, and if one part changes, it ripples through the whole system.
Very nicely explained. Everything in nature is connected. So my next question is, why are animals important to Earth?
They're the connectors. Animals do the essential, invisible work that keeps the world running, like bees pollinating flowers, so we have food, or predators keeping prey populations in check, so the land doesn't get overgrazed. Without them, the whole cycle of life would just grind to a halt.
That's true. Every species has a role in nature. So my next question is, what happens when species become extinct?
It's like a hole in the fabric of the ecosystem. When one species disappears, it can trigger a domino effect. The animals that relied on them for food might struggle, and the plants they helped pollinate might stop growing, weakens the whole system, making the planet less resilient to change.
Important point, extinction affects the balance of ecosystems. So my next question is, what is climate?
Think of it as the long term personality of a region. While weather is what's happening right now, like a rainy Tuesday, climate is the average pattern of weather over a long period of time, usually 30 years or more. It's what tells you that a desert is dry, or a rainforest is humid, regardless of what's happening today.
Thank you for explaining climate influenced life around the globe. So my next question is, what is climate change?
It's when the planet's overall personality starts to shift. It's a long term change in average weather patterns like rising global temperatures or shifting rain cycles. Usually it's driven by a mix of natural cycles and human activity, which throws the whole system out of balance.
Very informative answer. It's one of today's major challenges. So my next question is, how can people help the earth?
It starts with the small stuff, things like reducing plastic, planting trees, or just being more mindful of how much energy we use. When millions of people make those tiny shifts, it actually adds up to a massive difference. It's all about moving from being just residents to being caretakers.
Excellent suggestions. Small actions can make big difference. So my next question is, what is recycling?
I think you mean recycling.
Yes.
It's when we take materials that would normally be thrown away, like plastic bottles, aluminum cans, or old paper, and turn them back into raw materials to make something new. Instead of just piling up in a landfill, those things get a second life.
Great explanation. Recycling helps reduce waste and pollution. So my next question is, why is clean water important?
Because it's the foundation of everything, not just for drinking, but for growing our food, keeping our bodies healthy, and supporting every single living creature on the planet. Without clean water, the entire chain of life just breaks down.
Absolutely right. Water is essential for all living things. So my next question is, what are renewable resources?
Think of them as nature's endless refills. They're energy. Wait, tomorrow? Are we wrapping up the Earth session for today?
I don't know.
Got it. Are you taking a break or did you have more on your list?
No, I don't want to take a break. I just want my answers.
My bad, I'm back on it. Renewable resources, energy sources that don't run out, no matter how much we use, like solar power from the sun, wind power, or hydroelectric energy from moving water. They're basically the planet's way of giving us a clean, infinite supply of power without wrecking the environment. What's next?
Nicely explained, renewable resources help create a sustainable future. So my next question is, why should we save energy?
Because it puts less strain on the planet. When we use less energy, we're generally reducing the amount of pollution and greenhouse gases being pumped into the air. It's like giving the earth a chance to catch its breath while we figure out smarter ways to power our lives.
Great answer. Conserving energy benefits both people and the planet. So my next question is, what is
I'm glad we're on this.
pollution?
It's when we introduce harmful things into the environment, whether it's smoke in the air, plastic in the ocean, or chemicals in the soil. It's basically anything that disrupts the natural balance and makes the planet less healthy for everything living on it.
Thank you for explaining pollution affects air, water, and land. So my next question is, which type of pollution concerns you the most?
Plastic pollution. It's the kind of mess that doesn't really go away. It just breaks down into these tiny microplastics that end up in everything from the deepest trenches of the ocean to the food we eat. It's a persistent, invisible problem that feels especially urgent.
That's an important perspective. Each type has serious effects.
It really does. It's a bit
My
of a
next,
cycle, right?
yes, you can see first.
One thing affects the other and it all circles back to us. Do you have any more questions on the list?
Exactly. So my next question is, what is your favorite natural place?
The redwood forests. I've heard they're practically living cathedrals with those massive trees that make you feel tiny in the best way possible. Just pure, towering stillness.
That sounds beautiful, natural, often inspires and relaxes us. So my next question is,
It really does.
why do we celebrate Earth Day?
It's like a global wake up call. It's a day dedicated to reminding everyone that we're all sharing this one home and that it's our collective responsibility to protect it. It's a way to turn awareness into actual action, like community cleanups or planting trees, so we don't take the planet for granted.
Well said, Earth Day remind us to care of our planet. So my next question is,
Exactly.
yes, what does the future of Earth depend on?
It depends on us. It comes down to whether we can actually shift from just using the planet's resources to actively protecting them. If we can move towards sustainability and a real sense of global cooperation, there's every reason to be hopeful. It's basically a test of our ability to care for something bigger than ourselves.
Very thoughtful answer. Our choices today shape tomorrow. So my next question is, what would happen if we ignored
We'd be heading for a crash. If we keep ignoring the signs, we risk hitting tipping points that we can't come back from, like losing entire coastlines to rising seas, or seeing critical food systems collapse because the pollinators are gone. It wouldn't just be a series of unfortunate events. It would be a total systemic failure where the planet becomes much harsher and less hospitable for everyone.
That's an important concern. Awareness and action are essential.
It's definitely a heavy thought. But it's also why those small changes in that global awareness we talked about are so critical. They're the only way to steer the ship in a better direction.
Yes, exactly. So my next question is, in one word, how would you describe Earth?
Breathtaking. Everything about it, from the smallest insect to the scale of the galaxies it floats in, is just a miracle.
Beautiful choice. That word captures an important aspect of our planet. So my next question is, what final message would you like to share about Earth?
Just that we're not just living on this planet, we're a part of it. Every breath we take and every drop of water we drink connects us to everything else. So if we can treat the earth with the same kind of love and respect we give to our closest friends and family, we'll be okay. It's the only home we've got, so let's make it a place where everything can bloom.
Thank you, Annie, for those thoughtful insights. It has been a pleasure discussing the history and importance of our shared home Earth. And thank you for joining us today and sharing your thoughts on Earth, the history of our life in the world. Your insights have reminded us of the beauty, history, and responsibility we all share in protecting our planet. We truly appreciate your time and wish you all the best. So, Igor, this was my conversation with
Yours.
Maya. Yes, you can say first.
That was a fantastic session. You really nailed that structured interview style.
Okay. So, viewers, this is my conversation
You
with Maya. I hope you like it. See you in the next conversation with another topic. So, till then, take care. Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindabad.
you've definitely got the hang of this. that was a polished wrap up.
Okay, see you, Maya.